Aetherdrift is live on Arena for me, not for you guys yet. It's coming to you guys soon though, on Tuesday, I believe. But for now, I'm doing the early access event, and so we can figure out together if any of these cards are worth crafting and spending your precious rare and mythic rare wild cards on. For this first video today, we're playing Aetherspark Dinos built around the Aetherspark, a 4-mana planeswalker, legendary artifact equipment. As long as it is attached to a creature, the Aetherspark cannot be attacked, and has, whenever equipped creature does combat damage during your turn, put that many loyalty counters on the Aetherspark. So we want to attach it to some big creatures. The +1 is to attach it to up to one target creature you control and put a +1 counter on that creature. So if we turn 3 Hammerskull into turn 4 Aetherspark, we can put a +1 counter on it. It's now a 3-mana 7/7. We can swing, and if we connect, we add 7 loyalty counters to it. It already has 5 for the +1, so that is 12 loyalty. And then next turn, we can either -10 to add 10 mana or -5 to draw 2 cards. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to ramp early as well. We got 4 copies of the Llanowar Elves and 4 copies of Burst Lightning for some early interaction. We're also being a little greedy running Tyrox, the Sordid Tyrant. It's a 2-mana 4/1 legendary creature dinosaur warrior. I think in best of 1 standard, we probably run the Keen-Eyed Curator as the 3 toughness body's a little bit stronger and has some graveyard hate, but in this early access event, I think we're going to try out Tyrox, the Tyrant, instead here. And yeah, we're just going to ramp into the Regal Imperiosaur, a 3-mana 5/4 Lord from Aetherdrift. Other dinos you control get +1/+1, and just do the thing. We're trying to curve into some big 3-drops and Aetherspark and see if that can get the job done. I did actually already try to play one game, and then the server shut out mid-game. I was definitely going to lose, though. I was paired against Ash Lizzle, and she was playing some Orzhov Zombie Reanimator deck, and I took them all to 5 and got absolutely clowned. But luckily, the server cut out, so we don't have to show that game. We can just try again with this whole thing. Gee, like turn 1, the rat that mills 2. And then turn 2 Zahor, the new 2-mana 3/2 Orzhov Zombie that you can once per turn sack a creature for free. She then sacked her rat, which gave my only ramp creature -1/-1 off to Multi 5, and then I just was totally screwed, so that's okay. This is a great hand, as far as I'm concerned. Certainly good enough to keep. Let's try again. Hopefully the server doesn't cat out a second time, or I will be sad. The new Verge into the Gas Guzzler. Okay. Fast land ramp. Try to hold on to the Carnosaur unless we really have to take out their 2-drop here. Magic Mike's with the doggo sleeve. I don't even know where you get this sleeve from. No blocks. We're trying out some Ashiok. I tried to ball out in the store because I don't usually... Another Zahor deck. Everyone wants the Zahor. How good is the free Surveil on this thing? We don't have to Carnosaur. We could go Yearling, I guess, into this thing and then pay 2 and try to zap it that way, I suppose. Right when it enters, you can pay 2. So let's just drop this guy for now. I don't think they want to sack the Gas Guzzler. You may pay 2 when you do target dinosaur you control deals damage. So even the Innsquith itself could do it if we keep the elves this turn. Enduring Innocence. They can sack it immediately just to get the Surveil. I mean, they're looking for Raise the Past, I imagine. Yeah, it's going to be... Ultimately, that's the goal. So blocking is not amazing here, because, again, ultimately they're going to raise the pass anyway. So this is a little bit difficult for us. I mean, we could block the Gas Guzzler here. They could maybe sack it with Zahor. If they have raised the pass next turn, we're so sad. But 5 damage is probably too much to take here. We'll take 5 on the way back. Maybe we'll just leave it be. We're going to the blocks. It's a lot of damage to take on the draw. Burst Lightning. That's an okay draw eventually. This turn, I think we're just going haste here. Go ahead and pay 2. We'll zap Zahor, because zapping the gas guzzler is not useful. You could just sack it and surveil in response. Nope, decline. We'll keep it as a 3-2. And sweep for 5 our own. On the back foot on the draw, but we do potentially have 2 removal spells here. And we're pretty close to just slamming Carnosaur as well. Down to 11. They can now pay 1 to sack another creature. They have raised the pass in the opening hand. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So we can burst Lightning Zahor. Another land. I don't want to give up the Carnosaur. It's really good next turn. So it's just kill Zahor here. We could replay the next Inquest to kill the Gorehound, but I don't think that's it. Let's see if he sacks anything in response. Ah. Okay, sure. Because they have start the engine. That's pretty good. That draw engine with Enduring Curiosity is very good. It is tapped, though. Damn. That's a lot of pressure. Swing for 6 this coming turn. I think we're still attacking all. We could play the next Insquith or whatever, just to kill one of these things, to slow him down a tiny bit. We kill the Gas Guzzler. Maybe that's an okay play. It is legendary, but I don't see any removal from him anyway. So I think we'll do it. Keep you. Auto pay. You're the Dino. Let's zap the Gas Guzzler while we can. And if they have raised the past again, then, you know, whatever. Are they going to give my poor creature -1/-1? Are they going to sweep here? What do you think's coming here? I think we can probably block with this. Let's see, do we have lethal if we don't? So we're going to hit for 7, 8, 9. We won't have lethal anyway. So I think we will block here. Maybe they have some -1/-1. No, they just want to sack it. Alright, good block by us. Down to 9. If they don't kill the elf, we do get to Carnosaur here. It's the next Zahor. Ooh, and the Blood Witch. What other motes I got? Alright, I mean, the plan is clear. It's Carnosaur time. If we hit an Aetherspark, that could be kind of cool. Another yearling. Okay, well, we'll take it. Yes, take that action. That's what we want. I was confused for a second there. Okay, I mean, we are trying to get in there. I mean, they're pretty close to murdering us with the Bloodful Venge Witch. But, like, the only way out is through. Sitting here is not going to help us. Either we kill him in the next turn, basically, or we die. Down to 8. Opponent drops to 4. We have 2 blockers here. And they did get rid of the Blood Witch, which is interesting. Because one way to kind of drain us out. Another free sack outlet. The zombies come in tapped, though. Another Blood Witch. That's a lot of damage. Gorehound. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 damage for free. Off of the Blood Witch triggers. They don't attack. We hit more freaking land here, though. Whew, come on, baby. So how's the attack all button looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have 13. trample damage. So that should do it, right? They have 1 white open. No lifelink, right? I think we have lethal with just with trample, right? 13 damage versus... I think it should do it. I think the trample's lethal. I think we just barely squeaked by there. This deck looks sweet, though. Maybe 24 lands. Maybe run 4 is hers. I mean, the fact that they turned on speed so quickly, and then every time whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a tapped 2/2. That was really quite powerful. The Blood Witch is interesting. There's so many things you want to play, though. I wonder, what you can jam in. The Enduring Innocence, combined with Zahura, being able to draw cards on every turn, both theirs and ours, was really good, too. So I like this deck a lot. Oh, the toughness! I forgot this card could get +1. Okay, that's likely game then. Alright, that's going to be a game. I don't think we can get him from there. I don't think we're going to win without attacking all, though. So now they're taking, probably not lethal. Oh, it's exactly lethal. Okay, that was a close game of Magic. I guess they could have blocked one more. They must have mismathed there. Oh, we're going to bronze tier 4. I didn't know we could rank up. I didn't realize we could. I didn't realize we were in a ranked queue. I don't know if we're going to #1 mythic today. Bronze to #1 mythic in 24 hours in the early access event does not sound like something I'm signing up for here. But I'll play another game of Dinos. That was a good deck. On the draw, we will keep this. We need that 3rd land desperately. I did sub out the 2-mana 4/1 Dinosaur for the Keen Eye Curator. It's just a solid 2-mana 3/3 body, and I thought the 4/1 would be acceptable in the early access event, but I don't think people are... I've seen some legitimate decks, so I think we need a little bit more beef and a little less meme. Ooh, Rakdos Lizards, okay. I guess we'll name Dinosaur here. And I guess we go Hammer Skull. I mean, we'll likely have another Dinosaur. This card looks cool. Start your engines. Very good on a 2-drop. And then immediately deals 1 damage, gain a life. And the max speed has Death Touch and Haste. But especially, yeah, good early, good late. This looks like a great card. I'm never like crazy wowed by the Lizards deck in general, but this looks like a really good card. And there's a 4-drop Mercenary on top you can play that it's like a Torbrand. All the damage you do, you add +1. Maybe it's only from Lizards, I forget. But guaranteed they run between 2 and 4 of those as well. Looking at the Hammer Skull. They are running Shoot the Sheriff, specifically because Go the Throat's going to be a little bit worse. Ancient already up to 3. We hit the next land. So we could obviously Aetherspark here, but that's not the play. So I guess we go Imperiosaur plus the next elf. And hope they can't kill that. And see if we can get an Aetherspark down. Successfully. Okay, that looks like a big Aetherspark turn. But they do get Death Touch here, which does suck. They attack, though. That's interesting. So we could take 4 here. And we need to, because we got to get the Aetherspark going. Another elf. Interesting. I mean, this has got to be it here. We're almost up to the Carnosaur. Though we don't have double red for that yet, which is kind of interesting. Hopefully we can draw into it here. If we don't just die. Alright, give him heck. 6 dino damage. Aetherspark goes up to 11. We could -10 to Carnosaur. That's like the thing, right? If we don't lose this turn, if they played the 4-drop here, I think they would get... I think you attack, you get 1 trigger? I think it would deal 6, 7, 8 damage. I'm thinking about the new Lord, or the new like Rakdos mercenary thing. I think when it enters and when you attack, you deal 1 damage, and if you're at max speed, you do +1 damage to every damage you do. Something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. Just you. We take 2. I don't think there's a reason to block here. Oh, they take my Carnosaur. Damn, I forgot about that card. Okay. That's definitely sad. I guess we'll take the draw here. Cool. More land is good. This thing has Death Touch, unfortunately. There's nothing we can do about that. So we attack. I mean, we get a ton of counters on this thing. And then we can draw 2 more cards again next turn. I think that makes sense. Even though it dies to Death Touch. So we still deal 6 damage. That guy goes up. We will drop you. And in terms of things in the graveyard, there's a creature, there's an instant. This creature's an instant, so we won't be able to plus it that well yet. So we can play the Gorge here and not worry about it too much. Okay, and then we'll -2 next turn. Yeah, I did not think about the Thoughtstalker Warlock. Could have definitely taken a single chump with a single elf. That was not really... I don't play this deck enough to think about that inside and out. Alright, let's see who's coming in this turn. I don't necessarily want to, like, we could always plus the Aetherspark again. Now, we got a -5 this turn. I think we'll take a single block, because we just have so many lands right here. Hold on. Like, this is fine with me. And we'll go ahead and take their instant, I guess. We'll take the creature first. Alright, no free damage effects this time. Yeah, I should have known a lot of their effects in this deck do benefit from dealing a single damage, right? Or like having, if you done damage to an opponent this turn, you get something. Alright, we'll go ahead and take a creature as well. Or an instant as well. And there's nothing else down here besides creatures. So we get the next -5 off the Aetherspark, and we need it because we're not drawing anything else. Draw 2. Carnosaur. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see the discovery. We're still down to 10 versus lizards. There's a lot of damage potential in that deck. Burst Lightning. Sure. I think you can get in there. We'll still chump block with the elf. Ideally don't lose the Carnosaur. Opponent down to 11. They have removal for the Carnosaur. Okay. We're really whiffing on land here. Like, that's a lot of land to draw. We have so much mana. We have so many elves. We have all this land. We need the Aetherspark just to connect. Might have another removal spell here. Burst Lightning the other poor elf. That's okay. Down to 8. Let's see if they get another, like, damage trigger type benefit. Dude, we got only lands in here. It's another land. Yeah, I mean, we're taking the draw too. Like, what else are we supposed to do here? Alright, I mean, they are playable. They're not wowing me, though, I'll tell you that. I think we're getting in for 3 more here? Double block? I guess so. Man, the flood is unreal. Okay, it's Dino Town. Decline, doesn't matter. Okay. See if they can clear all our blockers and kill the Aetherspark. We've drawn so many cards off it. They've just all been lands. Dude is touching. They definitely have changed the touch animation. It's like even more abundantly obvious, I think. It's kind of flashy. Like a camera flash almost. Timer comes out. They're thinking. I think we're taking as many blocks as we can. The Thoughtstalker does have menace, though. Alright, Gev comes out now. Other creatures you control enter with +1 counter. Whenever you cast a lizard spell, do 1 damage to each opponent. It's a Lasher. That's 1 damage to the face. Ow. Menace, Death Touch, Haste. Question is, do we triple black? If they attack all to the Aetherspark, do we even defend it? I guess the +1 connecting is still pretty good, but we have such low life. 1, 2, 3. So it's just you with Menace. I think you can double block here. They could still have they could have a blowout spell, so let's not burn the elf. Just got Menace. Last card could be removal. It looks like not. There's a very small chance they do have some ability to... Like, I think there is like a black land that they almost certainly don't play. Okay, it's pretty good. We can pick off the Death Toucher. And then plus the Aetherspark. Try to get rid of Gev too. Yeah, I think this is the play here. Target Dinosaur, 3 damage here. I think you want to pick off the Death Toucher. Decline, keep its power at 3. If we plus the Aetherspark, if we put it here, it's a 4/3 trample. I mean, they'll have to double block either way. Which was that last card? I mean, I think the trample's good. Alright, so block-wise, if they go block, take 3, 4. We don't have lethal. But we do want to connect with this for sure. We don't want to lose on the back crack, but we have a good amount of blockers here. I think the Curator could probably get in there too. I don't think I want to be any more aggressive than that. We'll have 2 blockers back. We're at 7. A land drops us to 6. With 2 blockers though. I think that's okay. None of these things have menace. And the Keen-Eyed Curator isn't getting up. If I thought it could get up to 4 easily, you know, I would. But they're just creatures down here. There are no lands. If someone wants to mill a land, we get up to 3 unique cards. Lethal presented. They offer the trade there. We get in for 2 trample. Okay. Opponent drops to 2. Gev is down, which is pretty big. Aetherspark goes up to 7. Looks like we might come out of this. It's too bad we missed the, okay. I think we're still alive here. Even with a land. It's only, what, 2 damage? It is a land. Keep taking creatures out of the graveyard. Just in case it matters. The next Aetherspark. So we can definitely -5 here. We don't have trample anymore, so that'll put a planeswalker and an artifact in the graveyard, so we can actually get +7 here, which is kind of sweet. Plus trample, that should like about do it. Can we also Carnosaur? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can't do both, but this would give us trample, which is guaranteed lethal. I want a Carnosaur, but this is the smart thing to do, I guess. So we keep you, and then we should be able to take it and get artifact and planeswalker together. Yeah, very nice. Plus here. Yeah, nice, nice. What a game. Yeah, we whiffed the Carnosaur early off the Thought Seeker. I just don't play against lizards that much, but that was still a heroic win, I would say. On the draw, totally acceptable. We'll keep this up against Croakies. Let's see if he's doing Zahur. I bet he's doing Zahur Reanimator. If I had to guess. Takes the mull to 6. It's a Leyline Axe. Okay. Go Fastland Elf. Maybe he's doing the Azorius Artifacts deck. Yeah. That's going to be pretty cool, I think. Camper's lighting this thing. So, I mean, we will try to Aetherspark next turn. Its power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. I don't know if Burst Lightning will have any targets. Yeah, they go right into Synth. Yep, this game's gonna hurt. For sure, this is gonna hurt. Alright, it's up to the Aetherspark right here. So do we play Burst Lightning out? Is the question. They're already up to 3 artifacts. The next one will make a 4/4. Maybe Burst Lightning will need to be a 4 damage ability to hit anything. I just don't think it'll have a single 2 toughness target to hit. And maybe getting it out of the hand as the graveyard will be useful for the Keen-Eye Curator. It's 3 to equip. I honestly think, I think we're gonna have exactly 0 targets for this in their deck. I think exactly 0. Although maybe we just have to kill this thing next turn. Maybe the copy is just so insanely powerful that we are forced to do it. Alright, Dinosaur it is. Aetherspark it is. And we go to town and hope it's enough. This may be the only attack we get the entire game. Alright, 9 loyalty. So we can -5 and draw. We can attack first, I guess, too. What's that do? Let's see. Enters, you may search library for basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. Pay 1 to sack it, draw a card. Alright, Affinity. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be good. This is the deck I'm going to play next, so I might play Esper. It looks pretty sweet. 6 to the face, dude. Whew! Ow. Alright, what does it take to not lose here? They have a 6/6, a 3/4 flyer, and a 6/3. This deck is going to be so good. Sack it, draw a card. That's what they're thinking about there. Burst Lightning. I mean, this... We don't have the next land, right? We could draw, try to hit the next land, kill the 6/3, which is going to annihilate us. We could attack first and trade with the 6/6. Get 4 more counters on it. -10. Play the Aetherspark. I don't know how to do it all, man. This will do 2 damage too. We don't have a bigger dinosaur though, sadly. Okay, I think we're gonna attack. We can attack, get the trigger, make the mana, play the... Oh, there's no way to make it big enough by itself. I mean, I think we're basically screwed here. We can definitely start with an attack. I think we want those triggers on the Aetherspark. That's going to be part of whatever we do here. With 10 mana, we could burst lightning a lot of things, actually. Maybe that's the play. Alright, I think that's the play. I think we make 10 mana and we burst lightning 2 things for 5 mana each. And just clear out their board a little bit. And if they top deck any 3 mana artifact, like they're just back in it. But I think that's actually our best play here. For each artifact you control, can they flash in another artifact? I don't think we're missing anything there. Alright, we get a bunch of counters. We make a whole bunch of mana. We can burst lightning this one for cheap, and then kill the other one as well, I guess, is what's happening here. 10 mana of any one color. Probably red. So this... This zaps the 6/2. Auto pay. Alright, that's one problem solved. Then we need to kick this. If we play the next Aetherspark, does that help? No, not yet. I think we gotta prioritize this. 4 damage. Then we have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exactly 5 mana left. We can get the next burst lightning. Whew! Let's go, right? There's no reason to Aetherspark here. Damn, let's go. Wow, that was hot. That was the sexiest turn of Magic the Gathering I've ever seen. I did not think we were going to survive another turn. That minus 10 mana. Whew. Okay, so we can plus the Aetherspark, attack for like 3, put 3 more counters on it. I guess we don't play the next one. There's not really an incentive to play these out in multiples, right? Unless you can get a minus down first. Okay, it's just a 2-drop. Question is, do they have another 3-drop for the synthesizer? They have another one of those. Okay. I mean, we will plus here. And I guess we swing. There's no other option, right? Yeah, there's no incentive to do anything else. Oh, they're going to trade. I mean, I think that's fine with me. The copy ability on this thing is insane. So we're up to 7 loyalty. We can't do anything. There's no point in playing this out. Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't think there's anything else we can do. But next turn we'll take the minus and draw. Maybe we can hit land Carnosaur, for example. Or attack first and then... I guess we could minus 10 again. I guess it depends what we draw. That was a wild turn. Triple removal. The It's Quinth plus double burst lightning. That requires an insane amount of mana, and we actually pulled it off. 6 to the face. I think we want to... Oh, it's double strike. It's 12 damage. Double strike and trample. I think you take 12 here. I mean, blocking with elf does not really help against trample that much. Okay, drop to 2. Speed counter. I don't even remember them getting up to speed. So we attack here first and then we draw. We don't have enough damage for lethal for sure. Any reason to draw first? We could also do the mana thing. Mana thing doesn't help. It's got to be draw here. So we're going to draw regardless. We might as well do it now, right? The 10 mana thing doesn't solve any problems. And double strike trample is impossible, so we have to just draw into it a solution here. Okay, if we have enough mana, we don't. Is there any way to get more mana? Basically, no. I mean, we need a bigger dinosaur. 3 damage. We can't get it up any higher, can we? Maybe I'm missing it. I mean, that makes it big enough. We just don't have the mana to also have it fight. I think. Drop to 1. So they have 12 damage here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We exactly block it if they hit. We exactly absorb everything. I guess so. Okay. Double strike. Double strike and trample. Hits for 12. We have exactly 12 toughness. Enigma Jewel. I mean, I don't think they can make it any... Oh, it's power equals number of artifacts you control. They just need a single more artifact and they win the game. Is there really nothing in the hand that's an artifact? Because we're all tapped out. That makes an artifact. Okay, that's game. Save a 14 damage here. And Siren. That was a fun game of Magic. I mean, that pop-off with the Aetherspark was really sweet. But ultimately... I don't think we could make enough mana. If we had just a little more mana, we could fight with the Insquith, but it wasn't big enough. Okay, good game, Croakies. That was a sweet game of Magic the Gathering. And we're back for a little post-game wrap-up. I had a ton of fun with this deck today, especially that last game against Croakies. I didn't expect for the -10 mana pop-off to be so good and so impactful with the kicked Burst Lightning, so I had a lot of fun with it. Is it going to be good in best of one competitive mythic top-tier standard? Probably not. It suffers the same issue that all artifact equipment decks have, which is if you don't have any creatures, they're not very good. So if your opponent, if you go like 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, or like Elf into a Carnosaur or whatever, if they have any removal, then you're pretty sad. And the fact this can't really be played in multiples hurts. Like it doesn't even have a good enter the battlefield. It doesn't even have an immediate effect you can do without a creature. So if you play it, you have to +1. You can attach it to 0 creatures or 1 creature, and all it gets is a +1. But without any creatures, useless. You can't immediately -5. It doesn't have like a random -2 ability. If it was like -2, spit out a 2/2 token, like okay, whatever, we can play it. But the fact that it is truly in a piece of equipment that only benefits if you can attach it, you know, it makes it tough in standard because yeah, it's a good amount of removal. I did have a lot of fun with it. I liked that the Burst Lightning could be kicked off of it. I liked that as both an artifact and a planeswalker, it fulfilled enough criteria along with the Keen-Eyed Curator to get that up to 7/7 trample, which was really cool. Insquith is okay, you know, a little 2 mana 2/3 haste with some bite ability was cool. The Yearling into like any big dinosaur should be very good. The Carnosaur popping off is always very fun. So I had a lot of fun with the deck. If you're trying to be super competitive, I would not spend your mythic rares on this card yet. Maybe there's a better home for it, but this is the home I thought would be best for it. If you just want to like tool around in the play queue, it is very fun. Like -10, add 10 mana is a very powerful Magic the Gathering effect, and I did have a lot of fun with it, but I would not burn all your mythic rare wild cards on it unless you're just like stoked to play this and you like dinos and you thought this is a cool effect. And just know that some games you'll get blown out and all your creatures will be gone and you'll have nowhere to stick your artifact equipment, and some games you'll do the thing. It'll be fun. So anyway, stay tuned for the next one. I think I'll probably do Esper artifacts next, pretty similar to what Croakies ran, except with some black artifacts in there as well that I'm excited for. As always, if you enjoyed the video, you can like it, you can comment, and you can subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.